Government business, notice number 1, motion offering an apology to Australia's Indigenous peoples.
I think it's important we remind ourselves of where Australia was.
Prime Minister.
And John Howard refused repeatedly, despite thousands and thousands and thousands of Australians crossing bridges and calling for the apology. He just wouldn't do it.
The time has now come for the nation to turn a new page.
To know that just for that moment, when the Prime Minister then stood up and said,
As Prime Minister of Australia, I am sorry.
for that moment, it was almost like our country had one heartbeat.
To the mothers and the fathers, the brothers and the sisters, for the breaking up of families and communities, we say sorry.
And for that moment, we could all share the pain. We didn't have to have experienced it personally, but for that moment, as one heartbeat in one country, we all could feel the depth of that sorry.
And for the indignity and degradation thus inflicted on a proud people and a proud culture, we say sorry.
And finally, the nation was able to breathe again.
Mr. Speaker, I commend the motion to the House.
And at the end, he just got this huge round of applause from the galleries, everybody hugging each other, just so happy to have finally heard the acknowledgement and apology that they'd waited so long for.
And then when the apology was said, to hear the almost physical eruption of joy, it was a great moment.
Huge significance to the individuals who'd suffered the pain and ignominy of many of the things that arose, but it also left that legacy of compensation. Beyond that, there's got to be a clear agreement, recognition, and until we get to that stage, the nation is going to fiddle around at the edges really with the radical change that's required for us to be honest and truthful about the history and the treatment of the First Peoples of this nation.